Hello friends, in this video I am going to talk about the Government of India Act 1858. Why this act was very important? Because according to this act, now company rule is over. Who is going to rule over India? It is the British Crown or the people who represent the British Crown in India. Now, why this act was bring before? Because 1 year before of this 1858 means in 1857, a very big revolt happened in India. Who started this revolt? The revolt was started by Indians, and this is also called by the name of First Independent War against the East India Company. Britishers successfully suppressed this revolt, but after this revolt, the government which was seated in the Britain, they understood that this East India Company is not sufficiently or not able to control the India or the Indian territory right now. Now what we have to do? We have to take control in our hands. So that's why a Queen Proclamation came in 1858, which is also called by the name of Government of India Act 1858. Now what happens according to this Government of India Act 1858? Now according to this act, the company rule is ended. In previous act I told you the company monopoly is decreasing slowly, but now what happens according to this act? The East India Company rule is ended forever. Another, whenever the East India Company is occupying some territory, that territory will be called by the name of the East India Company territory. Later on the name was changed. Now what will happen to this East India Company Indian territory? After this Government of India Act 1858, the Indian territory to be governed in the name of British Crown. Now who is going to rule in India now? The British Crown is going to rule in India. Another thing, it is also called by the name of Act of Good Government of India. Now why this act was called by the name of Act of Good Government of India? Because for that one we have to see what are the regions of the 1857 revolt. Now there are so many regions of 1857 revolt. Now first is the Widow Remarriage Act. Britishers allowed that now it is a time for a remarriage of a widow, and apart from this, if any Indian is a part of the British East India Company, they cannot grow the beard, they cannot use the tilak. वो माथे पे तिलक नहीं लगा सकते थे, दाढ़ी नहीं रख सकते थे. So Indians cannot have a beard or cannot be use the tilak. वो तिलक use नहीं कर सकते थे. So apart from this, sometime the East India Company sent some Indians who are serving in the army to the another territory, मतलब समुद्र के पार उनको भेज देते थे. तो ऐसा माना जाता, इट इज बिलीव दैट इफ एनी इंडियन क्रॉसेस द ओशन बॉर्डर, ठीक है, वो जो टेरिटरी है ओशन की, इफ दे क्रॉसेस द ओशन बॉर्डर, व्हाट विल हैपन? उनका धर्म जो है वो नष्ट हो जाएगा, उनका जो रिलीजन है, रिलीजन विल बी डिस्ट्रॉय, दैट पर्सन रिलीजन विल बी डिस्ट्रॉय. So the long story short is that this East India Company is basically interfering in the personal matters, basically interfering in the religious matter. And the another thing is that time the Christian missionaries, they are coming into the India and they are spreading their religion. So Indians were scared that these peoples are going to change our religion. So these are the so many issues that brings to the revolt of 1857. But once this act was came, so British Crown said, we are not going to do that the previous East India Company was doing. We are working for your welfare. Suppose you think that we should not enter into your culturals or your educational or personal rights, we will not interfere. In fact, we will allow the Indians to serve in our British army. If you want to serve in the British army, you can serve. So we are here for your goodwill. So that's why this act was also called by the name of Act of Good Government of India. Now what happens to the change in control? What happens in the administration? Let us discuss. Now previously, if you remember, we have discussed about the post of the Governor General of India. Now according to this Act 1858, what happens? The name was changed. The post Governor General of India become the Viceroy, and this person Viceroy who will stay in India, and the person that time in 1815 who was the Governor General of India will become the automatically Viceroy of India. And who was the first viceroy of India? Lord Canning, because that time who was the Governor General of India? It was Lord Canning. So when the post was made according to 1858 Act, so what will happen? Lord Canning become the first viceroy of India. Now who is this viceroy? Viceroy is nothing but, my dear friend, he is the representative of British government. He is the representative of British government. Now you are having one doubt, sir, why you are discussing about this post of viceroy? Because when our constitution was enforced, our constitution was enforced on 26th January 1950. That time a post came into the picture, and the post was President of India. Who was the first President of India? Dr. Rajendra Prasad. And this post, President of India, was previously Viceroy post and was previously the Governor General of India. So if anybody in your interview or in prelims question, if they ask about the evolution of the post of the President of India, so you can say previously, before the President, the post name was Viceroy during the British government, and before Viceroy it was the Governor General of India. Because I am talking about the evolution of Constitution of India, so that's why there are some features which was still in the British government. Fine. So I think up to here you do not have any doubt. Remember, Viceroy is working in India. Viceroy is working in India. Now what is the another change? If you remember, according to the Pitt's India Act, we have discussed about the Court of Director and Board of Control. So previously Court of Director were 24, later on it was decreased to the 18, and out of 18, 6 members were nominated. But these members not working in India, they stay in the Britain. What happens? The concept of dual government was over, and now this is replaced by another post known as the Secretary of State. Known as the Secretary of State. Court of Director, these were sitting in the Britain, and this Secretary of State is also sitting in Britain, not working in India. The long story short is that Viceroy is the representation of the British government. Fine. So in Britain there is Secretary of State, and in India there is a Viceroy. Now along this Secretary of State there is a 15 members advisory body. So this advisory body is basically giving advice to the Secretary of the State, is giving advice to the Secretary of the State for India. Now this person is in Britain, and remember my dear friend, Viceroy is in India. In India there is a Viceroy, and in Britain there is a Secretary of State. Now who is this Secretary of State? It is a cabinet minister, and you know very well cabinet ministers are nothing but they are the political representative, है ना, political leader, just like our Modi or Amit Shah, just like that. Fine. So they are the cabinet minister. So this is the another change. Now the long story short is that according to Government of India Act, 1858, what happened? East India Company rule is ended. East India Company rule is ended. Now basically what we are talking till up to 1947, we are talking about the British Crown government. Now there is a government in India, but that government is working on the name of the British Crown. Now when this act was bring 1858, so many people are having so many doubts. For example, I am a person working in the East India Company army. Fine. Now East India Company is going. Now I have a doubt that British Crown is going to rule now in India. So what will happen to my post? What will happen to my salary? What will happen to my position after the promotion? And along with this, there are so many princely states. They are having a treaty with the East India Company. So the prince of that princely state, they are having one doubt. Sir, what will happen to our treaty? Because now East India Company is not working in India, not serving in India. So to solve all this doubt, there was a darbar. There was a darbar set up in Allahabad. Darbar in Allahabad. Darbar in Allahabad. And in this darbar, all the political representative, all the political leaders or the person who are having a doubt, they came, and the Viceroy on the behalf of British Crown told that we are here only for the good governance for you peoples. Now do not worry, we will work only for your welfare. If you say, sir, this is bad, we will remove this. What is good, we will bring in this. So everything, whatever the person are having a doubt, so everything is clear in this darbar. That's why this Government of India Act 1858, it is also called by the name of Queen Proclamation Act. I think in this act you do not have any doubt. Thank you so much.